Okay, my career's come a full circle, I have to say, with the Kapoor family. The reason is because I interviewed Anil Kapoor in London at the BAFTA Awards for Slumdog Millionaire. After that followed Sonam Kapoor, then I interviewed Arjun Kapoor, and then came Sanjay Kapoor and Mohit Marwa. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we have, I can't say the prodigal son because he isn't that kind of a guy. Give it up for Harshvardhan Kapoor.
Thanks, man.
Everyone. I'm the only one who's clapping you. Harsh, welcome to Bollywood Times.
Thanks. Thanks for having me.
Are you comfortable?
Extremely.
Because I am a bit more casual. Can I sit like how you
Yeah,
are
sure,
sitting?
man. Do it.
Actually, yeah, this is better.
Okay, cool.
This is better. Okay, Harsh, I want to begin with asking you, what is that characteristic of Mirzya, that one characteristic, okay, that you possess?
Well, to start, I'm kind of playing two different people. Adil, who is a contemporary character, and Mirzya, who is a warrior from an undefined time period. I think so. If I were to address the contemporary character first, because that's where majority of the film kind of takes place, we obviously have juxtaposed the modern day adaptation with images of the folklore to add emotional impetus to the story. But it's primarily a film about Adil, and I would say he's kind of got a tough facial exterior, but he's vulnerable on the inside, and I think I can be like that. And he's also somebody that thinks with his heart and acts on instinct, you know. And I think I have all of those things about me as well.
Okay. Before you went on that set for the first day,
Right.
give me one piece of advice that Anil Kapoor gave you, Sonam Kapoor gave you, Rhea Kapoor gave you.
Anil Kapoor, he said, what did he say?
Chakas?
No, he did not say that. He said, enjoy it. You know, I know it sounds so corny, but trust me, when you're in some of those situations, you need to just let go and enjoy it, because as an actor, you can prepare for 18 months, you can do all the work in the world, and then you go there and, you know, the location may throw you off, or the way they want to shoot that scene may throw you off, and the camera might be here, and there might be a reflector here, but you have to look there, but the girl is there, you know. But I'm saying, are you really going to let all of that get to you, and are you going to waste it? Because the baton is handed over from the director to the actor, and then the actor eventually goes and hands that on to the audience. So we are left with the ultimate responsibility, you know, and nothing is more important than that. I should tell Saiyami also a lot, because in Ladakh, it was very difficult for her. She would have to wake up at 2:33 in the morning to be on set at 6:37 because of all the tattoos and the artwork and the crazy hair and makeup design. And sometimes she would come on set at 6:30, but they would not end up shooting with her till 3, 4 in the afternoon, you know, because they were shooting the action sequences and stuff, and it would get to her, you know, at times it's tough, you know. And I would just say, you know, I know you're upset, but are you really going to let that bother you? Because we are in Ladakh right now. We have Pavel Dillis shooting us. We have Mehra directing. Gulzar Saab has written this film, and look around you. Look at the beauty of where we are. You know, and we have to be with each other. You know, so I think that's kind of something I get from my dad.
Nice.
As for Sonam, she's worked with Mehra twice, Milkha and Delhi 6. So Mehra is somebody that gives you a lot of space as an actor, tons. You know, and it's very important that you don't misuse that, because what happens when somebody is, I mean, for me, I like it like that, you know, but for some people, when somebody is not constantly on you, you tend to be a little laid back, you know. So she kind of warned me not to do that, but which I never take these things for granted. And as for Rhea, I honestly don't remember.
Just look good.
Yeah, that's true. It's well said. Yeah, just look good.
Just look good.
Just look good. That's something she would say.
Okay, but given a chance that you have to go back today on the set of Mirzya, what is that one thing that you would change, that you would like to have, kind of incorporated better in both the characters that you played?
That's a very tough question, and it's great that it's a tough question because I've seen the edit. I'd like to say something. I think the film is 2 hours 10 minutes long. If I were responsible, it might have been 2:15 or 2:16. I think. I mean, it probably, that's just because I'm so close to the film, but there's so much good stuff that's you'll probably see on the Blu-ray.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. In my house.
Ladies and gentlemen, fact to be noted that Harshvardhan Kapoor has the best and the biggest collection of Blu-ray DVDs.
Right, and I'm also an audiophile, so I'm like very particular about like sound and all that stuff. But
and on behalf of Harshvardhan Kapoor, if anybody who's coming from United States of America or United Kingdom, please get the latest
DVDs, yeah, just send me your number.
Yeah,
I'll get it delivered to your house.
Yeah,
bring them back.
Yeah.
But no, so I think but I think in terms of me, I think I would have probably. I think I physically did transform, but maybe I could have pushed it a little more for Mirzya.
Okay.
I'm going to do it now for Bhavesh Joshi's second half.
Mirzya, your debut film, but I'm sure you've given auditions before.
Right.
Right? I want to know your worst audition story.
I auditioned for Bhavesh Joshi in 2012.
You're telling me that's your worst?
I've had 3 auditions. Criminal Justice HBO pilot, Life of Pi for Ang Lee, which was a very good audition according to me, which they said. And then Bhavesh Joshi. Bhavesh Joshi, the scenes in Bhavesh Joshi are so long, especially with the way that they were written at that time. I mean, the character at that time went on page-long monologues. So, the thing is, when you're kind of trying to memorize that amount of material and still trying to make it your own, it requires a lot of time, especially for somebody that's such a raw, so raw, So I think, that was not a bad audition, but it could have been a lot better.
You sure Aaron Sorkin didn't write it? Because he writes lengthy dialogue.
That's that's a very good point, because when you see Bhavesh Joshi, it's very Aaron Sorkin. It's very Aaron Sorkin. It's very talky. I'm very impressed.
Thank you.
Because that's such a good point. I'll tell you why. Because when I was shooting Bhavesh Joshi now, I kept thinking of Aaron Sorkin because of the dynamics between Andrew Garfield and Jesse Eisenberg and Rooney Mara, and our film is like that. It's a lot like that because Vikramaditya Motwane has written page-long scenes that Kashyap has then written. And it has to seem conversational, obviously. It has to seem like it's happening for the first time. It has to seem like you've known these people for your whole life, which is why I moved out of my house and into an apartment with the guy that's playing my roommate. And it's very social network, actually. It is a little bit like an Aaron Sorkin screenplay.
You paid the rent,
but production paid the rent. You should get production to pay for everything.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Tell me the biggest turn off, Harsh. When you read a script, what's your biggest turn off and biggest turn on?
Biggest turn off would have to be if you're reading something like you feel like you've read before. For me, I think biggest turn on would be the opposite. Reading something that you feel like you've never read before. So,
that's a cliche answer.
Well, it's true.
I expected a bit more.
Okay.
no, I'm fine.
Right.
Okay. Saiyami Kher, she has been really, trying to venture into movies since so many years. She comes from this family of movie actors, and yet
parents are models.
But yet, the second cousin of Zoya and Farhan, and
right?
A lot of things that she's made up of. She took time.
Took
a lot of time.
A lot of rejection also.
Yeah, she took a lot of time, Harsh, to get that right film. There could have been a better film for her.
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think there can be a better film for any 2 young actors, really, to be honest. At least with the way that I kind of look at films and acting. For Saiyami, I think she had a lot of close calls. There were 1 or 2 films that she almost did, but then thank God that didn't happen. So I think she's somebody that God is watching over. Because she's such a, you know her, she's such a pure soul. Right. She's such a good human being. And I feel for her, I think she'll even go ahead of me in my career, in her career for sure. You know, because I'll tell you why. It's not just something I'm saying about my co-star. I think because she's very versatile. She can do all kinds of things.
Right.
You know, and she's also extremely determined. She's a very, very strong person. She's not this petite, dainty kind of damsel in distress. She's like rough and tough, man.
She is, no?
You know, and she's like up for the fight, and her upbringing, you know, and she never gives up because she has an athletic background. So she's an athlete, right?
Yeah,
first,
yeah.
so those people, they don't want to lose, you know, and so I think she's, you know, maybe some people like her in the trailers and stuff, but trust me, give it some time. If she has a little bit of luck, you don't know what's going to happen.
Okay. Who in your family will give you a reality check? And be very honest.
Devansh Patel, but he's not in my family.
Adopt me. I'm about to change. The show is going to be called Bollywood Times with Devansh Kapoor now.
But no, so all of them, yeah, come on. You know how they are.
Reality check.
Yeah, they're reality checks, which is why I stay in my room.
Not the check, the reality check.
I know.
Yeah.
They're all super like keeping you grounded.
What did you do with the first check you got from Mirzya?
I didn't get paid for Mirzya at all.
Look there and say.
I didn't get paid for Mirzya. At all. But it's fine because they invested so much money in my, like my riding, my training, my physical transformations. And honestly, if you're letting an actor prepare for 18 months, that's not free. It's going to cost you. So that was my fee, and they've presented me in such a wonderful way that I wish I can pay them back at some point in life in some way, you know. So that's great. I got paid for Bhavesh Joshi. I've got one check so far and it's gone. I bought a 4K projector for my home cinema. I bought tower speakers for my bedroom. I bought a power amp for my bedroom and my home theatre. And then I paid the government a crazy amount of tax. And it's gone. so there you go.
Oh God.
You know?
Okay, so there's this overwhelming feeling that you might have because even before your debut film, Harsh, there's a fan club called Harsh Kapoor Fan Club.
But all actors have.
No, but I want to know that you take your fans seriously? Or do you think that, okay, they have good things to say, but are you ready for criticism as well?
I'm ready for criticism if it comes from an educated place. I'm not ready for criticism if it comes from a personal place. You know, because obviously my dad's been in the business for a very long time. So, you know, there might be certain people where that, for example, if he wasn't available for an interview one day, you know, if he wasn't available to give you a piece, don't take it out on his son. That's unfair, you know, and people that don't realize that, you know, but that is a part of the world that we live in, you know, and I keep saying this is judge me as an actor in my first film, don't judge me as anything else, you know, so.
Okay. Look, I've got a surprise for you, buddy. We talk about fans, we'll see how Harshvardhan Kapoor reacts to this.
You want me to open this now?
Yeah, of course, yes.
I haven't opened a gift in a very long time. This is the Joker.
What do you think?
Let's put a smile. Yeah, it's the Joker.
It is.
That's pretty cool because I'm a huge fan of The Dark Knight, so this is awesome. Thank you.
Do you want to show
guys.
it? Yeah, there it is.
It's a lot of the Joker's famous quotes within the Joker's face. So it's pretty awesome.
So the fan. You're a fan of him, right?
Yeah.
Heath Ledger, as we talk, you know, that actor, of course, you know, we lost him, he's no more, but there was a method into his madness.
Right.
What was the method into Harshvardhan Kapoor's madness?
The method into Harshvardhan Kapoor, and there was a lot of madness on Mirzya, was to embody the physical parts of the character so much that you start emotionally drawing from those experiences. Like, I'll give you an example. The amount of work that I put in physically in terms of mastering those skills that you see in the trailers and the songs, I would emotionally break down thinking about that. You know, I'm saying it's not easy to kind of ride horses and fire bows for 18 months knowing that the whole film hinges on your ability to do that. I had lots of falls, I had lots of close calls, I had 6 months of living away from home in Delhi, I had a month and a half living away from home in Seattle on somebody's farm. You know, I had 6 weeks of waking up every morning and cleaning horse poop. You know, learning how to put a saddle on. The first day that I went to Seattle, I was cleaning a horse's shoe and the horse stepped on my foot. And it was swollen and I couldn't go back home. I had to be there. I had nobody to kind of look after me, you know. I still have those pictures. You know, so these are kind of small things, and then over a year and a half period, they add up, emotionally trying to kind of manipulate your mind to getting to a level where you have to break down, staying there, you know. And I also kept myself in isolation for a good part of Mirzya. You know, I didn't even talk to Saiyami for like the first 2 months, barely. You know, only after that I started kind of like opening up to her, you know, and I haven't had the chance to go that deep into Bhavesh Joshi, but I've tried my best and I saturated my prep into the period of a month, you know, and really went for it. Maybe that's the best thing for that film, you know. So.
But how do you figure out what you want to do next? Like you figured out Bhavesh Joshi is your film, which was rejected by 2-3 actors before you.
Yeah.
For reasons that they know better. But how do you decide after Bhavesh Joshi what you're going to do next?
Well, I'm, to be honest, talking to Sriram Raghavan. I hope to go ahead with that film if everything works out. So that's the third. A lot of actors say, you know, I look at character and I look at script. But Terrence Malick, who's one of my favorite filmmakers in the world, writes 10-page long scripts. Are you really telling me you're going to look him in the eye and say no? You know, because at the end of the day, it's a director's medium, you know, and sometimes things don't have to be completely ironed out on the page. You know, you leave certain things to them, you know, to imagination, and then they go and execute. When you read the script of Mirzya, and you know that it's Rakesh Om Prakash Mehra, you know how he is going to interpret that story. Imagine any other director making Bhag Milkha Bhag or Rang De Basanti. They're not the same film, you know. When you read Bhavesh Joshi, it's a reflection of who Vikramaditya Motwane is as a person and what he feels about Bombay City, about the system, about Maharashtra, about his fascination with comic book vigilantes, you know, so that, you know, and I really believe in directors, you know. So there are some directors that even if you give me 10 pages, I would work with you, you know, I would love to. So.
Brilliant. So, and now that you've said about, you're talking about Terrence Malick and his 10-page long.
This is a Terrence Malick gift?
No, oh, you wish. I think it's
wish.
better than Terrence Malick, and that will be proved soon by Harshvardhan Kapoor.
Can I open it? Oh, this is amazing. Guys, it's Gulzar Saab's collected lyrics that I am definitely going to read. And the first thing that's going to go through my mind when I read them is I'm going to think of the Mirzya lyrics.
Yes.
And how it is now and how it was then and how, you know, all of those kind of things, how it's evolved.
Can I tell you something? There are screenplays written by writers, yeah? And there's a screenplay written by Gulzar Saab. Is that the truth?
That is the truth. And the first time I met Gulzar Saab ever in my life was at the Mirzya music launch like 10 days ago.
Yeah.
And he just looked at me and said, "What a performance!" And that's enough. That's enough.
You've done your job.
I've done my job, and then we went into details of scenes, you know,
right.
And it was incredible, you know. And after this is inside information only for Devansh Patel's show, guys. Rakesh Mehra had cut a scene out of Mirzya, and now it's back because of Gulzar Saab.
Yes.
And because all of us, most of us felt that it needs to be back in there. It's a beautiful scene.
That's brilliant.
I'll tell you what scene was after you watch the film.
Oh, of course, yes. Now, for the finale, which will be wrapped up in 2 minutes and not more than that, is Harshvardhan Kapoor is going to play Never Have I Ever. Have you played this game ever?
Yes, I have.
You have. Great. So, good start.
Okay.
Good start. Okay.
You want me to hold this?
No, I mean, you'll have to answer it. So, of course, you can, however the wish is. Yeah. Okay. Never have I.
You're going to get me in trouble, dude.
No.
Yeah.
Not adult and, you know, those.
Okay. Be kind.
Be kind, yeah. Be kind, rewind. That's
Michel Gondry.
No?
Michel Gondry, director of Eternal Sunshine.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay. I think, no, we are tripping. Okay. Never have I ever acted like Anil Kapoor to impress a girl.
Never.
Are you sure?
100%.
Haven't you said anything?
Dude, I'm very original. Come on. You think I need to do that?
Okay. Never have I ever worn the same undies for 2 days in a row.
Of course I have.
For preparing the character?
No, just for being lazy and being harsh.
Okay. Never have I ever done something embarrassing in front of my mother.
I have.
What?
No, that's not part of the game.
Okay. No details. Splurged. Never have I ever played with Barbie dolls, considering the perks of having 2 elder sisters.
Never.
Sure.
I was really into, like you, Batman action figures. So that was my thing.
Okay. Never have I ever argued with a friend that Terrence Malick is a better filmmaker than Quentin Tarantino.
I have. That's all I do.
Such a question. I just read you.
I have.
Yeah? But who is a better filmmaker?
Terrence Malick.
Terrence Malick.
Okay, can I just add? Sorry, we can take more time.
No.
That Quentin Tarantino's best films were Pulp Fiction and True Romance. True Romance is Tony Scott, sorry, but Quentin Tarantino was the writer.
Yeah.
But Pulp Fiction and what is other early
Jackie
ones?
Brown.
Kill Bill.
Jackie Brown.
So there was Kill Bill, then Kill Bill Volume 2, then Inglourious Bastards, then Hateful Eight and all of that stuff. So that is the new Quentin Tarantino. But the old Quentin Tarantino is the guy that used to hang out with Tony Scott.
Yeah.
And they did True Romance, which Tony Scott directed, but it's Quentin Tarantino's mind. And Pulp Fiction, and after that, I don't think he's been able to get back there because Pulp Fiction is a very long film, but it doesn't feel long at all, and you can keep watching it. I'm very sorry to say, but Hateful Eight feels extremely long. Next question.
Never have I ever disagreed with Rakesh Omprakash Mehra.
I have.
Yes, I really wanted that.
I have.
What? On what?
Very good question. Saiyami and I on the bike. Bike falls down. We are lying down on sand, looking at each other, and she's smiling and laughing, and she's lost completely in the beauty of the moment. He wanted me to do the same thing. I said no. My character would not do that. My character would do something else. He said, okay, do whatever you want. What happened after was what you see in the promo, which is Adil is lost in Suchi. Not in the moment. Suchi is lost in the moment, but he is lost in her. So.
The last one, you prepared?
Yeah. Don't scare me.
This is a big one, bro.
Don't do that.
Never have I ever told Saiyami Kher
that
you should quit acting and play cricket.
I've never said that. No. Because she's a very good actress. She's a very good actress, and this is her destiny, you know. So, I mean, I don't think we can afford to lose an actress like that, you know.
We have had fun on the show.
Yeah, we have.
But thank you.
This is awesome, dude, by the way.
This is nice. But I'm going to give you a certificate for performing damn good. It's a certificate for Harsh Kapoor.
It's very Devansh Patel-esque. This.
Harshvardhan Kapoor gets a certificate. Nalayak for not being in the rat race. Now, the last question. This whole rat race shit that's happening.
Right.
You know?
All my gifts, can I just...
Yeah, all your gifts. Yeah. Take it home.
What about the rat race?
The rat race, man. I mean, okay, this question would be, have you given a piece of advice to Ranveer Singh and Ranbir Kapoor ever?
Oh God, you're going to get me in trouble.
No, why? I mean, you could...
No, I don't think I've given a piece of advice to Ranveer Singh. I'm not that close to him. I really liked the fact that he did Lutera. And as for Ranbir Kapoor, whenever I tell him that I love his trailer, the film tanks at the box office. And whenever I tell him I don't, it becomes like a runaway blockbuster. Okay. So I just stopped sharing my opinions with him.
Great. But you don't believe in the rat race, right?
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, trust me, this is the most poised actor Bollywood's ever produced. No, he wasn't born yesterday. He was born how many years ago?
25 years ago.
25 years ago.
It's a good way. It's a good way to conclude.
Would you be happy when people still call you the son?
No, I think you know, in time, this is kind of a question that will be answered over time because you play different characters, and eventually once people connect with those characters, they start remembering you for those people, and then the comparisons kind of fade away. You know, I have complete faith that it will eventually happen. I hope this show like goes on to be massive, and then everybody can always remember that I was on the first episode with Devansh. Hi, I'm Harshvardhan Kapoor, and you're watching Bollywood Times with Devansh Patel.